Alright, next up, and the final topic of the day. Thor fucking Ragnarok. They had the trailer come out, and they fucking killed it. I'm just gonna say that. You know, Justice League came out with their trailer too, like, well, what was it, like a week or two before? And Thor came out and just shat all over it. But Thor's trailer looks pretty good. I mean, I will say this. I've been keeping abreast of, like, as far as the news of the movie and everything. And I liked the older Thor movies. I thought they were okay. They weren't my favorite of the MCU, but they weren't like my worst either. I think if I had to pick a worse one like that, it would probably be, I would say Iron Man 2, but I would have to say Iron Man 3. Like, I loved, Iron Man's probably like my favorite superhero. It used to be Spider-Man, but now it's Iron Man after that bullshit Marvel did with Spider-Man. But Iron Man 3, I really didn't like how they made the Mandarin, you know, out to be like some bullshit. And I understand why they did it, but it's one of those things where it's like, I think they should have, you know, stuck to their guns and just made the character who he was supposed to be. And so I would say that's probably my worst movie. Thor, almost tied to that would probably be Thor 2, Dark World. And it's one of those things where it could have been better than what it was, but it's just, I don't know if they didn't have a budget, but it just seemed kind of low rent, you know. Whereas this one, since you know, the second Avengers movie kicked off, this one, it looked like they got a bigger budget. You know, that CG's on point. It looks like it has a wackier tone, kind of like of how Guardians did. Although I recently read an article that said that that it didn't have a Guardians tone, so it's like maybe that's just how they cut the trailer. You know, it could have been that too, but even if it was, I think that's what worked for him. Like, you had a lot of weird, wacky stuff in this. You even had like the 80s style font, you know, from back in the day. You had Thor getting his hammer destroyed. You had a lot of iconic things to have, and this is a fucking teaser trailer. Like, this isn't like, oh, trailer number 3, the last one before the movie came out. No, this is like the first viewing of anything about it. But you had Thor, you know, Hela destroying Thor's hammer. So just that alone, because Mjolnir has been so iconic in the movie so far as being like this one badass weapon that nobody can pick up besides those who are worthy of it, you know, to have the movie have the destruction of his hammer in it is like, oh shit. That kind of solidifies Hela's badassness, if you want to say that, you know. It makes her seem like a credible threat. And looks like they have the Valkyries in there too. You have a lot of sci-fi stuff, which I wasn't really, I'm not opposed to that, but I wasn't expecting that either. They're basically like, instead of doing the Thor Ragnarok story from the comic books, it seems like they're doing a whole Ragnarok thing where Asgard gets destroyed, but then they're dumping Thor on this sci-fi war world type planet. And I'm guessing they're taking, it's not the same planet from the planet, what do they call it? I want to say Planet of the Hulks, but no, that's not it. The World War Hulk story. It's not the same planet as that, obviously, but it's like they're taking the whole gladiatory arena idea similar to that. And they also had the Hulk in, you know, in it, and they had the one scene where Hulk busted through the thing, and Thor was like, "Yes, he's a friend from work," and I was like, "Oh shit," because it looks like I don't know if they did it now, but it kind of reminded me of that little sketch that I don't think Marvel did it, but it was like they had like a little joke sketch in there where not in the movie, but on YouTube, where Thor is roommating with this guy, and he's talking about, like, we need to pay these bills, and Thor's like, what are you talking about? I have a job. He was like, I saved the world, and he, you know, he's being cocky as hell. So it would be cool, like, if they kind of slid that into the movies with like a reference or here, like here and there. And I'm guessing that's what that line was, where he was like, he's a friend from work. But the movie looks fun and entertaining. That's the most important thing. You're seeing a lot of weird, wacky, you know, Guardians type stuff. And you know, being the style of the movie, it seems like it's all over the place with its style and its tone, but it looks good. I mean, it looks good. It's wacky and different in that fun, entertaining kind of way. And that's what I think most people resonated with, is that if you make an entertaining movie, what Disney's known to do, like, you don't have to make it sad. It don't have to be, you know, super sad with people dying in it and stuff like that. I mean, I know you can do that, you know, and be good, but I think what people want is they want that family. They want to be entertained. I mean, that's what you're going to the movie to, you know, to get out of it at the end of the day. And I think that they can please more people with something like this than, let's say, a typical big bad guy pops up, Thor, you know, Thor fights him. Like if Thor fought the Absorbing Man, you know, 90% of you guys probably don't even know who the hell I'm talking about. Or like if he fought the Wrecking Crew in his third movie, nobody would give two shits because don't nobody know who those characters are. But you throw in Hulk in there, you have them fight each other, you introduce Thor into something that's completely, you know, not a part of his theme of movies, and now you make the movie interesting to bring in more people who wouldn't normally watch it. So I think it's a great. I think even the trailer now on YouTube has like what 33 million views.